Who wants to not feel their legs tomorrow? You came to the right place. Who wants to have their hips hurt in the morning? You came to the right place. Welcome to Straddles and Splits. My name is Bridge. I'm one of the instructors for Virtual Joes. I also teach at Vertical Joes, which is the in-studio version of the online version. I tend to teach most of the flexibility-based classes, some floor work stuff, some inversion stuff. So I'm kind of all over the place with what I teach, but it is mostly dealing with flexibility and recovery, mobility type thing in the studio. This class is an intense class. Other classes that I teach are not as intense as this. Those classes are recovery-based or foam rolling or gentle stretch or full body stretch, those kind of things. This is Straddles and Splits. We are here to bust it wide open and tell them bring it back. Yes, that's what we're here for. That's what we're gonna do. Grab your blocks. If you don't have your blocks, let me know. Does everybody have access to a wall today? Because I would like to use the wall. Other than that, we're gonna start with a floor-based warm-up. Let me get my music pulled up and then we'll be good to go. Can you guys hear the music? It's a little low. Putting in a nice little seated straddle position.
Don't know what your plans is. I could give a fuck.
Push in and out. Pull through the heels when you come up, push out. Be intentional, don't just slide things. Activate the hamstrings as you're pulling in. Use your quads when you push out. Apple time on the turban. It sounds fun. All right, on this next one, push out, and then we're going in and out. You can flex or point here, I don't care. Keep going. Y'all gonna be happy we did this later. Press all the way out. We're gonna start with really small little circles through our hips. Like we're like turning. They say turning butter, but I'm vegan. What are we gonna turn? Trouble. We're just turning trouble right here. Make sure your movements are coming from your pelvis. And then go the other way. Last one. Let's push in and out. Kind of like pulling in and then throwing your hoochie to the floor. Bang. Bang. Press all the way out. Take a nice little side to side right here. Come to the inside so you feel it on your hamstring. Yeah. All right, go ahead and flex your feet, hella hard, flex, flex, flex. So much that maybe the heel comes off the ground. Same thing, left and right. Try to go a little lower. Keep flexing though. Engage the quads, engage the hamstrings. Relax the legs, shake them out, but still keep this depth with your torso. Go a little bit lower, and now just flex and point through the toes. So you should feel some things through your adductors. It shouldn't be crazy. It should just be like, okay, I feel my adductors working. I feel them. I see what's happening. Bye, Rosenthal. I like that shirt. Be careful, it's dark out there. Flexing and pointing, keep going, y'all. We got a couple more. All right, give me a strong point. Try to release, like, don't have your booty actually activated. Loose booty, think loose booty. From here, and maybe back it up just a little bit, right? We want to think of turning the legs external and then letting them come back. So let me turn to the side and see what's happening. So if I'm seated here, I'm turning my legs external rotation. So kind of trying to lead with my pinky toe to go back. External rotation. When you press back, you do have to pull your booty cheeks to engage, right? Glutes gotta activate. Activate that ass. All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Get a little lower in this. And now try to go to the inside. Really small little internals. Nice, Kitty. And one way may feel better than the other, and then it may all feel like absolute shit. Stick with me. All right, release it up nice and slow. I'm gonna shake it out, that's a lot, right? All right, let's go with this left leg forward. If you have a yoga block, go ahead and put it underneath this foot. Coming from the hip. So if you take a look at my body, my hip, my knee, and my ankle are all in a straight line forward, right? It's not out to the side, it's not over too far, it's a straight line this way. So take a look at your body, make sure you're lined up. This leg is negligible, it can do whatever. It can literally be next to that one, or it can be out here. I choose to do this way, because I got tummy and I need to make space for my real estate. All right, from the hip, we're hinging from the hip and going forward. Small little reaches forward. You should have that heel elevated with that block underneath it. It's setting it up for an oversplit. If you find that you're arching through your back, pull it back and try to come more from the hips. So it's less about actually reaching or touching the toe, but more about the hip movement right now.
Tie me up, pin me down, show no mercy. Never line kissing it like a Hershey. You could be the boss, so let you work.
All right, go ahead and press it out, hold it. Pull those toes toward your face if you can. If the toes is like a mile away, grab your knee, your shin, your ankle, your cankle, whatever you got. Try to pull your torso closer down to that leg. Put that hand on the inside of that leg. Other hand is gonna go to the ground. Go ahead and push it off that block. Press it all the way out to the side. Yeah. Now from here, press this leg low and bring this upper body down. That's gonna get a little funky. So this is my right foot that's in the front, okay? I'm gonna turn my body a little bit toward like the shin. And what we're working on is this movement. Everybody okay right here? If this bugs your knee, pick your knee up and just do this part of it. Take that joint out of the equation if it's bugging you. All right, release it out, back up, switch leg, and start it here. Ankle, knee, hip, all in alignment. This leg, you can do whatever over here that you want to do. Hit that block underneath that leg. Yes, butterfly?
Good question. What is the goal of the previous exercise? Because for me it's very simple to turn my leg, but everything is in the air, nothing is on the ground. I'm wondering whether I'm doing something wrong.
So you're saying it's very simple for you to make this move?
Yeah, but like your whole leg stays on the ground, but mine just everything is in the air.
So I'm just coming here. So when you make that turn, you'll feel a little bit of a glute stretch on this side, and then you're actively working this hip and these hip flexors. So you may not feel a big stretch because we're still warming up. So it's more like a mobility thing. Let's see what our range is. You're not gonna feel a major stretch in this movement because we're just working on, it's an active stretch, but it's not like you're gonna be like, ooh, I felt that stretch, right? Especially because you're working on flexibility. Now, if you haven't stretched, you might be like, God damn, I'm feeling it, right? It's time. Walk underneath that leg. Let's take those little sweeps forward. That's a great question, Butterfly. Thank you. All right, go ahead and make that reach. Nice. Take your hand and put it on the inside of that foot. Press it open, so you're in that straddle. This part's gonna come low. We're gonna take it 45 degrees over, and we're just working on this movement. All right, release it all the way out. If you have knee pads, or you usually use knee pads, you might want to grab them at this point. I'm gonna throw my shoes back on because I kind of slip on this floor. Meet me in a tabletop position when you're ready. All right, left leg is gonna go 45 degrees out. My hands are going toward the center. I'm letting my body press forward and then press back. So on the forward, I'm feeling a hip flexor stretch on my straight leg. When I press back, keeping these toes forward, I should feel a stretch all along the back side of this leg. Take your time, this is not a rush. Definitely trying to keep your toes pointed this whole time. Flex is a different thing. Nice, kitty. And this next one, press all the way forward. Grab this leg and push it open. Nice. If you can bring those elbows down to the ground, let that back leg slide all the way back. Let's get weird and grasshoppery. Reach under here if you can. Nice. Plant that hand, extend that leg and hold. Release it down. Press back, let's switch sides. Kitty, don't do that. Don't give me that look, Kitty. Same stretch. Forward, back, keeping this toe down as much as possible.
Make me want it. Do you want it? Do you love it? How you want it? Where you want it? Where we going? Oh, living room floor. It's whatever you want. I wanna please you more. Whatever turns you on. Just let me know. You are so creative.
And this next one, press back and hold for a second here, mainly because this side hurts on me. Go ahead and press forward. Open that up. See if you can let those forearms drop down. Reach around, grab this thing. Plant that hand on the ground. See if you can extend. Release it down. While we're down here, let's take this left hand back. Grab those toes. Bring it forward. A little super easy little quad stretch here. Release it out and let's switch sides. Release it, press back to that tabletop position again. 23 minutes, okay, cool. All right, take this left leg up, straight back, flex that foot. Extend it out to the side, flexed. Drop it down. Yeah, all the way down. Now this knee is gonna slide that way. So we're in like a half frog situation. And you may not go down to the ground, it's okay. Appleton, don't do me like that. That face said, no ma'am, no ma'am. Give me your version of your half frog, whatever it is. And if this is extra pressure on your knees, just go into a regular frog, because regular frog is less pressure on the knees. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but that's an anatomical lesson for me. All right, release it forward. Drag it back. Press back, tabletop position. Right leg goes straight back. Out to the side. Let it come down. Now we're sliding this left leg out. Sometimes the question comes up, should my toes be in or up? That's based on your body. If I try to have my toes all the way down, my knee will be like, and y'all gonna have to throw me around in a wheelchair. So my toe goes up. Nice. Go ahead and release it forward. Drag that leg back. See, that was the fastest frog ever in my class, right? The fastest frog ever. All right now. All right, if you guys have your blocks, which I know that you do. Actually, let me grab one. Imagine. All right. Starting with our left knee on the block.
What if you don't have a block?
Then you're not in the cool club, kitty. Just do it regular. The block is just creating an oversplit. Go ahead and slide out to your frog. Nice. So you want to make sure your booty is not in front of your knees. Let me show you from the side what this looks like. So I'm setting it up here. My knee is here. I'm here. I don't want my booty up here. I want my booty either in alignment with my knees or pushed back. I'm gonna slide all the way out, flex the feet, the ankle lines up with the knee. Now from here, I want us to press like pulses into the ground, like as if you're trying to bring your knees together. So pulse into the ground. That means you gotta squeeze your ass cheeks a lot. Keep pressing. We're gonna press and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release the whole thing. And then we're gonna set it up on the right. See, these are quick frogs tonight, y'all. Because we're not focusing on straddles. All right, set it up. Make sure your knee is lined up with your ankle, your feet are flexed. Nice, kitty. All right, we're gonna get those pulses, pulsing down through the knees. Like imagine squeezing the knees together. So you gotta activate the glutes, you have to work the adductors. Imagine you're squeezing your knees all the way together. Then we're gonna press into that and hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Y'all did great. Nobody's even complaining because you're all on mute. All right, last one, regular. It's gonna feel so easy. No block, move the block up out the way. Let's get into this. We're actually gonna do it for time. Go ahead and get into your frog. Now we're pretty warm at this point, so I do want you to press yourself. Don't press yourself into pain. Press yourself into slightly kinky discomfort. And if y'all don't know what that is, talk to Appleton. She's smiling real big. Keep holding, y'all. I'm about to set this timer. I know we've already been in it for a good 20 seconds. Let me give us another 45 seconds. Start. Not 45 minutes, just 45 seconds. All right, so take your really deep breaths. Breathe in. You can choose your number, whether you're breathing in for 4 and letting out for 4. You choose your number, you choose your rhythm, but make sure you're letting that oxygen come all the way in. That's when your brain knows, hey, we don't have to freak the fuck out. We got oxygen, we're cool. Give it the oxygen so it knows to release. Neurologically, for any stretch, you're not gonna get deeper into your stretches until you're 2 minutes into that same pattern. So, y'all really did set it for 45 minutes. Don't worry, we got like 30 seconds left. Today's not my day with this timing situation. Nice work. We're still there. Make sure your ankles are lined up with your knees. So if you look back and your ankle is way on the inside, twinkle them little toes on out, Ivy. I see you. Little toes out to the spine. Yeah. You too, Keish. Give me the towels, woman. Y'all got me in here sounding like a foot fetish. All right, release it forward. Release it forward. Let's get out of it. Yeah. All right. Before we go to the wall, we're gonna do a little bit of just a regular split on the floor. This is not your full out split, okay? This is just, we're gonna get into a split and I'm gonna put you through some active movements in this split, okay? Are y'all ready? Gather yourself, take a moment. I know I just put you through a lot. It was like an arcade game from the 80s. It was Frogger style. Welcome to the Hips Don't Lie edition. All right. So there's a couple of ways this can happen. And I won't know in advance how it's gonna impact your body. So you have to communicate with me on this. Now, I'm gonna show you on my semi-good knee. Y'all know my knees are for the dumpsters. So anyway, what's gonna happen? Right out into the split. So if I am working from, if I'm working from my left, so my better split is my left split. I'm gonna grip underneath my right knee, okay? I am sliding out into my split. Then I'm actively engaging this back foot up and down. Okay? Go for it. You're gonna do maybe like 20 seconds on each side, okay? So if you wanna go for a count, do a count, but do 20 on each side. I don't wanna make everybody go at the same pace. Go at your pace, listen to your body. And if you don't have the block like Kitty, just still actively engage that back foot, whether you're picking it up or not, or pressing your toe into the ground, Kitty. So Kitty, here's your alternative. Here, right? Dig those toes in the ground and press up and down here, okay? Yes. You know I got a modification and an alternative for everybody. Now I want y'all to just take note. Don't make any adjustments. Take note of where your torso is in relation to your front leg. Just take note. Come on, Kitty. You're playing games, man. Kitty said, let me come in here and act like I'm gonna do straddles and splits tonight. Look, if you don't know me and Kitty, we're like, how you call it, like step siblings. We argue nonstop, and then we put each other through tortures. Nice.
I'm her cheese or lactose intolerant.
Yes, that's it. You're the vinegar to my oil. If you did one leg, switch to the other side. Y'all are doing great. This is tough work. It is tough. Come on, Appleton, with the improvisation. Nice, Satin Soul. All right, when y'all are done, just come out of it so I'll know. Looks like everybody's still working hard. Yes, butterfly, this is good. See if you can get your front leg a little straighter. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yep, you're gonna feel it a lot on the hip flexor on that back leg. Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, I think everybody for the most part has their blocks. If you're done, go back to that initial split, use your blocks, and just go straight into your split. But use your blocks to hold your body upright. So a lot of what happens in the one we were just doing, so you tend to be more here, right? If your body's here, I want you to focus on getting your body upright. Torso upright. Use your blocks if you need to. So going to your regular split, there's not a block underneath your knee. You're just going into your split, using your blocks to hold it up. Gonna be a little quick 20 count. Nice, Blue Diamond. Oh, baby. The torso is upright. It's looking very perpendicular to the floor. I'm into it. And so this looks great. And let me tell you, your booty is popping from this angle, ma'am. The booty cheek said, bow, bow, bow. Yes. Nice work, ladies. Look, if y'all aren't gonna use blocks, at least do your hands like this and use your prints into the ground instead of balancing on your thumbs. Y'all be feeling like I'm gonna give y'all a carpal tunnel. I don't wanna be to blame. I don't want your chiropractor calling me saying, what happened with this girl's wrist? When you feel like you've gotten to 20 seconds, pull out and go to the other side. I didn't have you guys all go together because people get into it at different paces, and this is not a crazy long hold, it's just 20 seconds, okay? The next one we will do all together. Yup. Set it up and get into it. This looks great, Butterfly. This looks really good. So imagine if I was there, I would pull your front ankle a little bit more forward. See if you can kind of inch that little front. Yeah, there you go, bud. Nice. Give it to me. Same thing with you, Blue Diamond. Imagine I'm pulling that front ankle a little bit forward. See if you can kind of slide that foot out just a little bit more. Nice. And then everybody else just be so grateful I'm not giving you imaginary ankle pulls. When you've gotten to 20 seconds, go ahead and come out of it at your own pace. It all looks good. Take a second, pull yourself together. Go ahead and tell your body right now, body, thank you for doing the weird things with me tonight. Because we're doing very strange things, right? But this is functional exercise. If we can do this here, we can do this other places. Yes? Yeah. We're gonna do one more split on the floor, then we're gonna move it to the wall for a couple of minutes, yeah? All right, so get your mind right, get your body right. We're gonna do split switches. Did I say that right? Split switch, yes, split switch. Y'all know my words and my syllables escape me sometimes. So we're gonna go into that front split. Choose your favorite side, okay? Whatever your favorite side is, you're gonna start with that. Then we're just gonna switch it to the other side. So it's gonna look something like this. I'm here in my front split here, and I'm happy. My hands go to the inside. I pull that leg back. I switch it around to the other side. Hands to the inside, pull it back, other side forward. Okay? All right. Everybody set it up because this is a timed one. I'm gonna actually set it for seconds, not minutes this time. We have 30 seconds here. I'll start the time when everybody is in their first split. Tell that puppy to get in a split. All right, timer starts. When you're ready, make the switch. Take your time. Don't just throw your legs around. Take your time. Yep, be intentional. Actively think about what's moving. I'm engaging my adductors, my abductors on the outside. Make the switch when you're ready. We're just switching back and forth. Yep, when you're coming around, you're making a drag around. So, oh, time's up. Yay! Did you make it? All right. So that was slow and controlled, nice and easy, right? Now we're gonna add a little bit of time, and I want you to see how many you can get in this time frame, okay? Let me give us a better song. Hold on, we need to be a little bit pumped for this activity. Hold on. Uh-oh. Yes. Okay, we have 40 seconds. You guys take your own count of how many switches you're able to do. Let's go.
She was checking up for me from the game. She was spitting in my ear. You would think that she knew me. Decided to cheat.
15 seconds left.
She got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Watch out.
8 seconds left.
She's saying, "Come get me." So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said,
Time's up.
"Baby, let's go." When I told her, I said,
How did y'all do? How many did y'all get? 8, 9, 5, 9. Damn, I'm into it. All right, get a little sip of water. Bring your heart rate down a little bit. No, I forgot to count mine. But I feel like I did a lot. And meet me at the wall.
she's ready to leave. Well, let's go. And I gotta keep it real now. Cause on the 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. But that just ain't me. Hey, cause I know if I take that chance, she swears it's gonna lead. But what I do, the way she dance makes Shawty alright for me. The way she I'm like, yeah, just work that out for me.
Do my feet need to touch the wall? Or just like, do my feet need to touch the wall?
We're doing standing splits. If you're in your pole room, you can use your pole.
I'm not, because it's cold down there.
Oh.
I have a
wanna
wall,
mess
so
up
I
your
was
paint?
wondering if I could use my wall or the dresser.
I wouldn't use the dresser.
Okay, I'll use a wall.
Okay.
Watch out, my outfit's ridiculous. In the club looking so conspicuous. And wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like
All right.
it now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please.
Everybody got a wall.
Me and Ursh once more when we leave them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the
I
bed
see
to
it.
say,
All right. In this exercise, hold on. Let me pause this music. In this exercise, this is something that I got from a contortion chick named Sophia. I always like to give credit when I find shit and I use shit. So her name is Sophia. On IG, it's One Fitness Rebel, One Rebel Fitness, something like that. I'll drop it to you guys on my IG. So the goal with this, we are actively splitting on the wall, but we're more so working on the hip flexor of the leg that is on the wall, okay? So while your hamstring on your bottom leg is important, it's actually okay if you need to bend that leg a little bit because we're mostly focused on the top leg. So for this, I am using a big ass block. You don't have to. You can put your hands on the ground. I have also wrist of, I don't know, like I used to be married to Mike Tyson and we fought every night, right? That's what my wrists feel like. So I'm using this big ass block. Let me show you what it looks like and then I'm gonna talk you through what's happening in it. want you to be able to see my top foot. Hold on. Yeah, I'm a shorty. Okay, so my base foot, the closer you put your foot to the wall, the more of a split you're getting. The more you put your foot away from the wall, the more you're creating an oversplit. So pick your point. So my base leg, for me, I'm gonna start with it all the way against the wall, okay? My top leg goes up onto the wall. I form my little split, okay? I flex those toes and then I press through those toes to make my back leg straight. So I'm actually working this section of my leg, okay? Set it up and let me see what y'all got. Any questions first?
Do we need like a chair or a block or something? Or
You
can
don't
we
have to, you can put your hands flat on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. A chair or a block can make it easier on your wrists. Yeah. So in this, pay attention to where you're lining your leg up. This exercise will let you know if you have an internal or an external rotation thing going on with your hip. Because if your leg can't line straight up, then that lets you know you have an internal and external rotation thing with your leg. So Keish, I don't know which leg that is that's on the wall, but see if you can move your toes to the outside, move it out the other way. Out just a little bit more. Back in just a little bit. Right there, now you're straight. Yep. And you're just gonna flex through those toes. So, but Blue Diamond, go ahead and press the toes into the, yep, press the toes into the wall and then flex through to create a straight, yep, there you go. And look, oh, Appleton, your dog is so cute. All I see is your puppy. I can't see no toes working. Yep. All right, Ivy, I'm gonna try to take a look and see what you got going on. You're lined up properly, so this is good. I'm into it. All right, Satin Soul, I'm watching. Yes, come on, entrance. Beautiful. You're squared at the hip, so this is good. I'm into it. What happened? Your hands was like, no, ma'am, we are tired. Your wrist. Do you have a chair you can use? No? I can give you an alternate from the ground. Take yourself off mute and tell me what's going on.
It wasn't my wrist, it was it felt like my ankle was about
It's
to
hard it's hard to point when you're against the wall or hard to flex?
I was pointing.
Okay, so go ahead and for you, instead of pointing, go ahead and start with the flexed foot.
Okay.
Because sometimes that dorsiflexion is really like the issue. So go ahead and, or is that plantar flexion? I know I'm bad with my directions. Anyway, go ahead and start with a pointed, flexed foot. Flex in and out and see if that works a little bit better.
So my heel will be on the wall?
No, your toe. Let me show you.
My toe?
Let me show you.
Maybe I was backwards.
Let me show you. Let me show you. All right. So if I'm setting it up here, if you start with a pointed foot like that, I think that was what the issue was. Start with a flexed foot. So your toe is on the wall. And
Okay.
all you're doing is this movement. Moving the knee toward the wall and a back away.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
If you worked one side, go ahead and switch to the other side, ladies. And look, you got the fanciest little entrance to this satin soul. It's so pretty.
Bridget,
Yes?
are you supposed to do anything in the move except holding it?
You're flexing and extending. You're doing like this with your foot. So you're bringing your knee close to the wall and then away from it. Close to the wall and then away from it.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a pulsing movement. You want to do a good 20 or 30 seconds on each side. This looks good, Keish. Nice, Blue Diamond. Come on, Ivy, yes. Appleton, you want an alternative? Or did you finish yours?
A combination of both. I was switching back and forth. It is very uncomfortable, but doable.
Where is it mostly uncomfortable for you?
Mostly like my legs not stretching far enough.
Got you. So more the hamstring. Okay. So, you know, we've done this before in a modification. Actually, I think we did this just as a completely different exercise. But I know that you can do this one. So on the wall, start with your knee up there, right? Give me this one to the front and then press up here. Same stretch, okay? That is your alternative. All right, so everybody who has played the fun game on their left and their right, guess what we're going to do now? You're going to take one of those blocks and put it against the wall to now create an oversplit for yourself. So you can choose the short way or the long way, put the block next to the wall, and that's what your foot is going to line up against. Choose the short way or the long way. I suggest the short way. Yes, Blue. Put it on the ground, flat on the ground, flat on the ground, turn it the other way. Yeah. Put it all the way against the wall. Put your foot on the floor in front of it. On the floor. Yeah, there we go. Yes, Appleton, this stretch looks great. And it looks like it feels better for your body. Butterfly, if you want to switch to the same stretch that Appleton's doing right now, you can do that as well. It's a really deep hip flexor stretch. Or you can go for the oversplit using your block and the wall.
I was just wondering how to use the block.
Yeah, so you put the block flat. I think you got it set up. It's hard, ain't it, Keish? Y'all can thank Sophia for this one. This is not my fault. This is Sophia's fault, and y'all can all be in her DM about it. She's amazing. She came and taught at Vertical Joe's a couple years ago, and she had an amazing 2 different workshops, and I went to both of them. Kitty, see if you can slide that knee a little bit closer to the wall, your back knee. If you can't, it's okay. It just means like you have an ankle extension issue. Slide that knee to the wall. All right, it's cool, it's cool. If the limitation is there, that's fine. If it wasn't there, I wanted us to not act like it was, but if it's there, it's fine. All right, if y'all have played the game all the way through, yeah? You can come out of it. Make sure you've worked on both sides. Kitty, are you okay? Oh no, I broke Kitty. Kitty. Meow. We need a new sign. It's I broke Kitty. I broke Kitty. Kitty, you got a new sign. I broke Kitty. I broke Kitty. All right, you guys have played the game on both sides, right? So now I want you to go back to the ground, get into your split, and just take notice. How different does it feel? Is it easier to get into? Is it easier to hold it? Which leg feels a little bit more happy at this point? Oftentimes we think it's that front leg with the hamstring, but most often it's that back leg with the hip flexor that is really stopping us from living our freakiest, kinkiest life in these splits. So go for your split again. Just take notice of what's happening in your body. Nice, Butterfly. Hi, Sheesh, I see it. Ha, ha, ha. Flex and point that front foot for me. Yeah, come on, friend. Yeah, come on, friend. Look at Ivy. Okay, friend, I see you. See the things. Yes, Blue Diamond. Look, Blue has not taken this class in a long time, y'all. And my friend almost has her hoo-ha on the ground. Yes. When you guys are ready, switch sides. Take notice of what's happening in your body. I'm gonna find us some music again. Nice work, ladies. And when you're ready, just meet me in a nice seated position on the floor.
I believe that heaven must be like this ray of sunshine.
Oh, I'm getting a little shimmy shake from Ivy. Is that what's happening? Heels and toes together, ladies. A nice little butterfly position. Just smooth your adductors out a little bit. They have had the Bridget has happened to them. Smooth them out. Extend those toes a little bit forward. Get a little bit comfortable. We're gonna do those same little hip rolls that we did in the beginning, but now we're in a butterfly position. I like these because it really makes me notice where I'm still tight and where I really let it go. Switch directions when you're ready. Round through the back, bring it all the way forward. Nestle into this. Grab those inside of your arches, press all the way open and out. Come into your straddle, whatever's comfortable. Bring it up nice and slow. Shoulders roll back. Bring those shoulders forward, round through the upper back. Interlock those hands, pay attention to what thumb is on top, roll through those wrists. Look at your hand, whatever thumb is on top, switch it, roll the other way. Another wrist take a hit in this class. Unintentional. Interlock those fingers, press forward. Pull through as if you're tucking, really, really deep. Tilt from the hips all the way forward, all the way forward, all the way forward, all the way forward. Release it, bring it up nice and slow. Let's take that left ear toward the left shoulder. Nice and slow, let it ease its way back and around. Right ear toward right shoulder. Bring it to center. Reverse that, right ear toward the right shoulder. Nice and slow, up and around the back. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right hand goes on the left shoulder. Left hand goes on the right shoulder. Hug that girl because she did a good job today. Are there any questions about the things that we did today?
I have a question. So like I really had trouble to get my leg up straight. So it was like the part up to the knee, it was pretty straight, but then the shin, it's kind of sideways. So is that
Yes.
intended, or like I don't have this problem on the ground?
Right. So here's the thing. You probably do have this problem on the ground. You just don't think you have this problem on the ground. So by doing it on the wall, it's showing you that your hips are not square. So this happens to me also. Let me show you. If you guys don't have time to stick around, it's cool, but I at least want to explain this to her and show her what happened. So let me show you. So I have a really strong external rotation on this leg. When I go up, my leg's going to want to go the opposite direction. Let me see. And then I'll show you how you can fix it. So when I go up, my leg doesn't want to go straight. You see it does that. So I have to actively turn. I have to internally rotate my hip so that my leg can straighten. So if I go up, it's externally rotated. I have to internally rotate it around. Remember on the floor, the exercise you said, oh, this one is really easy for me. That's this, but on the wall. Yeah? So let me show you what's happening on the floor and why it's really seems really easy. Bye, Keish. On the floor, it seems really easy because you're cheating it. You're still using an external rotation. So if I'm here, and my hip opens this way, that's an external rotation. To internally rotate it, I have to literally pick my leg up and make sure my knee is into the ground instead of being to the inside of the knee. So when you're in that split, if you feel it on the inside here, that lets you know you're externally rotated. If you feel the floor on the top right here, it means that you're lined up. Yeah?
Thank you.
Cool. Look, everybody done dipped out on us, y'all. Let's do our positive affirmation. Yeah. At the end of my class, I like to do positive affirmation every single time. Today is my favorite one. It's real simple. I am powerful beyond measure. I am powerful beyond measure. Say it with me if you'd like. I am powerful beyond measure. So don't try to scale me, boo. Yay, any questions? Y'all good?